go backwards before we go forwards.
All right.
Because we haven't talked to you since.
All right.
It's been like 6 months.
Right.
What happened on the knee?
Honestly, it wasn't a knee. I had hurt my hamstring. So I don't want to say exactly what happened right here, but hurt my hamstring, so that's what had me down the rest of the season.
Where are you in terms of recovery at this point? We've seen you obviously out
Oh
there.
yeah, no, I'm back. I'm back. You know, they just want me to take limited reps. You know what I'm saying, just soft tissue injury. Want us to take our time with it, but for the most part, I'm back. You see, I'm out there flying around, everything like that. So,
is there a date on when you'll be able to be, I guess, quote unquote, 100%?
honestly, shoot, probably by the spring game or fall camp for sure. Like I said, I'm pretty much back. Like I said, I'm just limited reps. But when I say limited, I might be only missing like 8 reps out of the total, so not really much.
Is it still any of the rehab mobility work? Or
I'm still doing a little extra strengthening mobility for sure, So.
You're expecting to play in the spring game then? Or
Yeah. No, you see me in spring game for sure.
After last week's scrimmage, Coach Lanning said he wanted to see maybe fewer explosive plays, maybe stop the run a little better. It sounded like he thought the defense kind of evened the scales, maybe won today. Did you feel like you guys responded the way you wanted to in today's scrimmage?
I definitely felt we responded the way we wanted to. Like I said, we watched the film and we looked out, corrected what we did wrong, as far as like fits and lining up, and we just got back to it, did our thing today.
Pretty big leadership shoes to fill. Safety room with Verone out. What have you kind of done this offseason to try and step up and help that?
Just being more vocal as far as what we need to do, where we want to be. Like I said, I didn't seen it before, with guys like Javon Holland and again Verone McKinley. So I know what it takes. I know what we got to be as a team, how we got to communicate and just communicate with each other. And as far as like that relationship and that bond we got to have. So.
How did you assess your play last year? You obviously broke through with the starting role. Did you kind of go back and look and maybe find some things you wanted to work on?
Oh, for sure. There's always going to be something that you could, correct and fix yourself on, just different things like that. So just watching the film and just, like I said, just honing in on what you did wrong and then just getting to it.
What's been the learning process of this defense in particular? Because, you've been here for a while now, so this is, I think, your 4th coordinator, 3rd position coach. Just what is it like learning this particular system?
So pretty much what it comes down to is just like how good defense and not football IQ. So pretty much it's just like coaches come in, a lot of defenses are real similar, just having different terminology to the new defenses, and then just pretty much just really just studying those new terminology and then just understand what everyone's doing. So
having gone through it multiple times before, Is this that much easier for you to actually pick up because you are older and you've been around, you've seen the various different concepts and terminologies?
So coming from being a freshman and up to now, you kind of learn how to study and learn how to watch film and just for just building those good habits, and then up to this point, just like I said, just gets easier and easier as time goes on. You just get smarter and just.
A couple of semi-new faces in the safety room in spring. J.J. Greenfield comes back, rejoins the team, and then we also have Donovan Dalton coming over. What have you seen from those guys, and what do they add to the room?
I think those are real good players. They're both really smart. Like I said, they don't hesitate. Both are ball hawks, like I said, and they understand the defense pretty well. Like I said, they come in and they just been picking it up real easy as far as what I'm seeing. So like I said, I really like those guys, and I'm really looking forward to what they can bring to the team.
What's it been like, running in this defense with Tosh Lupoy and Dan Lanning? And how have you seen yourself been used?
It's been real fun so far. Like I said, it's a lot of great football minds that came here. Like I said, you got Tosh, you got Coach Lanning. It's just a lot of great football minds. Even Coach Powell. So like I said, it's just been real fun, just learning from all these different guys and just learning the defense, and just understand what we got to get done. And like I said, it's been fun because like I said, these guys have seen it all. They put out first-round draft picks. They won national championships. So we're looking forward to what they could bring to the table. So I'm all in.
Do you look at yourself as do you have a preference at either boundary or field?
No, I don't have a preference. At the end of the day, just in the room, you just got to be a safety. The more you can do, the better you are. So like I said, I'm learning both sides, free and I'm learning boundary. So like I said, I just want to be able to play both, and even just learn the nickel roll, the dime roll. Like I said, I just try to take notes on everybody's position so I could be available wherever they need me.
Have you been working with Coach Lori then with some of the nickel stuff?
So earlier on, I was talking to him a little bit here and there, but pretty much I was taking it upon myself, just film study, just seeing what they do, just learning their different techniques, terminologies, and what they got to do.
But you're not like with Bennett jumping in and out of the different rooms?
Yeah, no, not like Bennett. But I wouldn't mind doing it.
Whose tape then are you like when you were looking back at coaches' film from their previous stops? You looking more at Georgia stuff, look at Baylor stuff in particular? Who are some of the guys you're looking at?
So again, like I said, so it seems to me like on the East Coast, a lot of those teams they kind of run similar things. So like when we're watching different films, like I'm watching Baylor's tape, I'm watching Bama's tape, watching Georgia's tape. So like I said, a lot of their defense is very similar, and then they just have like I said different terminology, but grand scheme they're running the same things. So like I said, just going back watching those different games and seeing how those different players did their different roles, how they were able to execute and be great at what they did. So.
One thing that is a little different with these guys is simulated pressure, and in particular from what it asks of the safeties and just getting more involved. We saw Verone certainly blitz last season, but at the same time, it's always you guys want to get in the backfield. You don't have that many opportunities to do it. So, in learning about the simulated pressure and the aspects of it that will ask the deep safeties, how have you taken to that? What's kind of different in that compared to the past defense you've played?
So we did a lot of simulated pressures last year, and even with Coach Avalos, we did a lot of simulated pressures. So like I said, it's nothing new to me. So we're just coming in and just executing the way they would like us to do it. So like I said, it's all good to me. Like I said, we want to blitz. I want to go get a sack. So like I said, I'm looking forward to it.
What have you seen from Trequez Bridges coming back to safety, and how do you think he's progressed?
And that dude's a ball hawk, so I love that dude. Love having him in the room at the free safety position. He's also learning the boundary as well. Like I said, I think he's just a long, athletic guy, and just love to have him on the back end. So
Obviously not your side of the ball, but part of your job is stopping Kenny Dillingham's offense. What has that been like this spring? I mean, the stuff that he's throwing out you guys, that making you that much better on defense?
yeah, no, it's for sure making us better. Like I said, it gives us a lot of different looks that I'm not necessarily used to seeing with our past offensive coordinators. So like I said, it's just been cool just adjusting, see these new formations, and just being able to see, okay, this guy's about to motion. Okay, what are we going to get into? Oh, snap, he's not going to motion. Now what? So like I said, it keeps us on our toes and keeps us locked in. And we've got to make sure I read our keys every time. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of length at the safety spot. We just talked about Quez, Brian Addison as well. How does having that length just help you guys as a defense? And does it allow you to kind of play more freely back there?
Oh, for sure. Like I said, you got those. They're tall, they're long, fast, athletics. Like I said, they're able to cover ground. So, like I said, it's a big bonus. Not every day you get a 6'5" safety. So, I mean, kind of says a lot.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Steve.
Thank you.